guys, welcome to the Players Lounge, a student-athlete-driven media platform used across the SEC. I'm Jenna Stayart. I'm a midfielder on the Tennessee women's soccer team.
Hey guys, I'm Christian Moore. I'm a middle infielder for the Tennessee baseball team. Today we're at Dick's House of Sports with the Players Lounge, giving you guys an inside scoop of what it's like to be a Tennessee athlete. If any fans have any questions, please let us know. We'll be using them throughout the show and also for future shows, just to get more interactive with you guys.
So, Simo, your fall ball's coming up. Tell me a little bit about y'all's schedule.
It's kind of in the middle of things right now. We got a lot of new guys who are trying to get caught up to speed. We do play a different opponent. We scrimmage mostly every day when we have the chance, but we're playing Virginia Tech this Sunday in Johnson City, and they're really good. So it's going to be a good test for us to see where we're at right now in the fall, and then we play later. We play November 5th, I believe, against Sanford in Nashville. So two good teams. So like I said, we'll just see how it goes. And with workouts and practicing almost 5 times a week, 6 times a week, it's pretty tough.
Think you guys are ready?
I think so. Our pitching staff's doing really well right now, and the hitters are trying to get caught up to speed a little bit. It usually takes us about 2 weeks to get kind of seeing live pitching again and stuff like that. But I think we'll be good. So
tell me a little bit about the newcomers. How's the team chemistry?
So we have a lot of newcomers this year. With the transfer portal, we got a lot of good guys, but also just freshmen coming in. But the team chemistry is going really well. I feel like this year it's kind of like my freshman year team, where we kind of clicked real fast. We pretty much do everything together. Going to games, you always sit with each other, stuff like that. So I think it's going really well, and we have a lot of different personalities, but they all kind of line up. And right now, it's the only thing you want is just chemistry. I mean, obviously we want that during the season as well, but you want it early, so you get to know each other, you get to know how each and everyone plays together, stuff like that. So I think it's going really well.
How do you think fall ball and your off-season training really helps you in the real season?
Well, for one, it's a lot, and it's always fast-paced the way Coach V does stuff. Like today, we had situational fung-up, which is should be easy, but it's really fast-paced, so it kind of gives you in that game mindset. Okay, I have to focus on this play, focus on where the runners are, how many outs, stuff like that, so that for the season, it kind of prepares you to learn how to slow things down. They're throwing a lot of information, especially to new guys, because obviously I've been here for 2 years, so I kind of know everything. Not everything, but I know a lot already and how we run things during the season. But for new guys, it's tough because, like I said, they're throwing a lot of information at you. So it's really just it's kind of so you can get sped up a little bit, so that when the season comes and we start playing other teams, it seems slow. You want you want the game to feel slow compared to being really fast and then you losing the ball, whatever, stuff like that. So I think for us, it's always good to pick things up because baseball is not a fast-paced sport.
Yeah.
I mean, they want it to be now with the pitch clock and stuff, but it's really slow-paced. So they just want us to have a little tempo to what we do. So it's going pretty good though.
How are Coach Q's workouts?
Coach Q, man, you push us to our limits every single day. But I mean, for me, especially now being a third-year person,
you're ready for it.
I'm ready for it. I know what to expect.
What's going on.
But I think for me, it's tough because the body doesn't feel as good anymore.
Never gets easier.
Yeah, it never gets easier. The body doesn't feel as good like it did my freshman year. But I mean, I put on a lot of muscle being here.
You're old now.
Yeah, I'm old.
Doesn't move the same.
I'm really old. I feel really old sometimes. But the knees start to hurt now. It's a whole bunch of stuff. But I definitely put on a lot of weight in my 2 years being here. Not a lot of weight, good weight, like muscle and stuff.
Okay.
But it's definitely helped me a lot with just that and being able to perform. And right now in the weight room, we want to put on as much muscle and mass as possible so that when the season starts, we're not too heavy, but we're heavy enough to where at the end of the season, we're still at a good playing weight.
So Coach Q is getting you guys ready.
He's getting us there.
Tell me your favorite Coach Q story from the season so far, or actually any season.
So this has nothing to do with the weight room at all. The weight room workout wise. But so one time we had a bird in the facility, and I don't know how I got there. I cannot tell you how I got there, but it was a bird in the facility, and for some reason he doesn't like birds. He just thinks they're just not
scared of them.
Yeah, he's scared of them. So he it got in the weight room, and this middle of the lift got in the weight room. He ran. If you know Coach Q, he's 6'4", 250.
Big guy.
He's a big guy, big bald dude, scary looking dude. Ran like a baby.
From
like
the
a
little
chick-
bird.
From the little bird. And I kid you not, that was.
Where was the bird?
So it flew in. So we always keep like our door open, like in the tunnel to go to the field. We usually always keep it open because like during the day we're so in and out, stuff like that, going from the locker room and everything. So we always keep it open. So I'm guessing it was in the dugout, and then it just like flew in, like like it just wanted a home. It was cold or something. I don't know.
Wanted to hang out.
Yeah, he just wanted to hang out with us, and it flew in, and I don't like I said, I don't know how it got in the weight room, but it got in the weight room, and it just kind of.
It was just chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah, Coach Q, our strength coach, he
was not happy.
He was not happy.
So he ran.
He ran, full on sprinted, like, and we were like, what's going on?
How did you get the bird out?
We didn't.
He just stayed there?
He just stayed there.
So is he
was
still
flying
there?
around. No. This is my freshman year. I don't know how we got it out.
So you let him escape by itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
you're like, well, whatever happens, he's gonna.
He can't like make it fly anywhere, It's just.
Did he like leave any?
No, he didn't. He didn't think. I think that's what he was actually scared of.
You think that's why you're scared?
No, yeah, I mean that and because.
I feel like if you have a fear of birds, you're just scared of the bird.
Yeah, that's true. And he also doesn't like bees either. That's another story from another time. But there was a bee in the weight room, and he had his little pink fly swatter trying to hit it, and he kept missing. And we were like, bro, you suck, bro. How you supposed to play baseball and you can't hit a little bee? But yeah, no, he does not like bees or birds or anything that's not human in the weight room.
Good to know.
But how's the season going? I know you guys are kind of towards the end of it right now. So yeah, how's that going? How's the team doing? Stuff like that.
Team's doing well. We're always we have a great team, super close, love hanging out with each other. We've made a lot of great plays, had a lot of tough games. We're super close. The SEC conference is super competitive. Every team is neck and neck each week. But yeah, we're nearing the end of our season. We have 3 games left. We have Mizzou this Thursday, and then home game Sunday, our last home game. Senior night.
Yeah, everybody be there.
Yeah, so 3 games left, and then hopefully we'll get to postseason.
Yeah, hopefully. So I know you guys are kind of in like not a must-win situation, but kind of a must-win situation. So do you feel like there's any pressure on the team or like coaching staff? Or do you feel like you guys kind of can, I won't say coast it out, but kind of can play a little better and get some wins? Yeah.
So I mean, there's always gonna be pressure. You always want to win, but I feel like we're ready for it. We're kind of we're I don't want to say mad, but we haven't had the best outcomes, but not for any reason. We've gotten pretty unlucky in some situations, so it's all about like getting angry, putting our head down, and grinding it out, and getting these last couple wins, which I think we're really ready for.
And I know you guys had a lot of ties. I remember I came to a couple games you guys tied, but also there were some games where you guys were down and came back and fought.
Yes.
Got a point out of it, because if you guys don't know how the soccer works, you lose, no point. If you tie, 1 point. If you win, 3.
He's learning.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Good to know you've been learning.
I've been learning.
He's made it out to a lot of games this season.
I did. I have. So.
Would you say you're a big soccer fan now?
I am a big soccer fan. I am. I've learned a lot. So yeah, I wanted to dive in deeper in that too.
The ties.
A lot of people, ties. But a lot of people don't really understand soccer.
Yeah.
And it took me a while. Like offsides.
Offsides.
What is like?
Yeah. So for offsides, you cannot be behind the other team's defensive line before the pass is made. So you can't just be standing up by goal.
Kind of like be on the so you have to
you can be. Yeah, you can wait right there, so you're like close as possible, but you cannot be any part of your body cannot be ahead of them.
Okay.
But that's so you can't just stand next to the goal and wait for the ball to come to you.
I got you. So how do you feel about? Because I remember, I don't know if this has always been a rule, but I was watching the game one time, and the announcer said that this might have been the first year that y'all don't go into overtime. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. We've had so many ties, and this is the second year they changed it. Okay. So now there's no overtime, which personally, it's not the best. Like ties are not really satisfying. You kind of always want to win. You want to come out of the game like knowing that you got those 3 points. So the tying rule is not my favorite. In our 2021 team, we had I want to say at least 3 overtime wins, and overtime wins are they were so fun. They're so exciting.
So more energy,
so having that rule now is kind of a little bit annoying, but
is that for all even playoffs too? Because you can't tie in the playoffs?
No, there's overtime in the playoffs, and then after that it goes into PKs. But they really they changed the rule, I think, because of going into overtime kind of just puts like a ton of more playing time, a strain on your body, and when we were playing 2 games a week, it's kind of just a lot. So I understand why they took it away. It's just a little bit annoying from a player's perspective because you want to win.
No, 100%.
You don't want the game to end.
I couldn't imagine tying in baseball, but I think the only time we can tie, I want to say, is on Tuesday games because the other team has to travel.
Specific.
Yeah, because they have to travel, and on Sundays, because like if we're home and the team comes in, they have to travel back home.
So they can just end the game?
I think they can, but I'm not too certain about that. I don't know. But we've never, I feel like we've had a tie before, though, but I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't remember. But, so who's kind of the toughest team you think you've played so far? Or in your last 2-3 years here, who you think is the toughest team? I'm going to say toughest, and then I'm going to say best. It's a difference. It's a difference. Because best is talent-wise, but toughest is, gritty, always, like I said, I don't know much about soccer, but I do want to know, like, physical, I should say, most physical team.
Yeah. I would say that the toughest team we usually play, I mean, they're all tough in different ways. There's always different aspects to each game, each week. So I'd say the toughest a lot of the time is probably Arkansas because of their style of play is pretty different from ours, and they're super athletic.
When you say style of play, what do you mean by that?
Very, very athletic team, very direct. So that's always super tough to defend.
Right.
We're also sometimes not the tallest team, so the aerial challenges. I mean, I'm not the tallest, so that's always a little bit of something that sometimes you can't control. So that's not the best. But what was your second question?
The best team, like best, like overall talent-wise, like I wouldn't say I wouldn't say you didn't have a shot, but like you knew, okay, like they're really good. Like they're like, oh boy.
I feel like I'm
same thing. Is the same thing?
Like, I don't want to say that.
I mean, why not? It's just, I mean, the best team you played. Best team you played.
Friday, Georgia was a tough game.
Okay. I couldn't go to that one. I'm sorry. So, we got our practice really late, but
it's okay. It's okay.
No.
Who's next?
So, what's kind of like? So you said style of play, and kind of like I said, I want to dive in more and deeper. I want to dive more deeper into like soccer because like I said,
you're learning.
Growing up, I'm learning, and I have a do questions.
Okay.
So like,
when you come to the games, like, what's the one thing you're confused about?
Offside's one.
Okay, but do you understand them? No.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of like hockey.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And then with PKs, right?
Okay.
So it's just a guessing game with the goalie. Like, there's no really like you watch film on this girl and she likes to go this way.
Well, no, they can do that.
Okay.
They can do that, but like for the shooter, they can also change.
Change, right.
So, I'm not a goalie, so I could never even do that. But I don't know, I guess they could just guess and hope for the best. But they can also watch if a certain player like takes every PK.
And then I know I'm friends with some of your teammates, so I know kind of, I know like you guys have to watch film and like study a team, but like what's one thing you think is the most important thing in watching another team? Because obviously you play offense, so like with the defense, it's like watching the other team's defense. What do you think is most important or an important aspect into that? Because in baseball, like we watch film, but it's really just on the pitcher, like what he likes to throw in certain counts.
I think it's kind of similar to that. It's like, for the pitcher, watching like how he plays and like what he throws. Right. We're watching like how they play, how the defensive line like drops together, like
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like just kind of how they work as a team.
Yes,
and stuff
like the way. I guess you didn't know what I meant when I said style play, but like the way the team moves the ball, how they defend. Right. Position-wise too, since it's like a team sport, like
100%.
How, like what formation they play, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So like I know there's different formations. So like I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I know, is there like a 4-4-1? No.
Yeah.
4-5-1 maybe.
That could be one.
4-5-1. Okay.
Yeah. So you said a 4-5-1.
So 4-5-1. Yeah. 4-5-1.
So that would just be 4 defenders in the back line and then 5 midfielders, which could be like 3 center mids, like 2 on the outside, and then 1 forward.
Okay.
So that is what that would be.
I got you. Okay, so now we're gonna play a little game.
Okay.
Got a little game for y'all.
Let's do it.
Just quick little 6 questions. So what's your biggest ick in the locker room?
Probably when someone plays a song that's just like not the vibe, and then they're just like trying to like
Get
go
everybody into
yeah,
it.
and everyone's
it's
like,
nah,
no,
nah.
that's not the
For
mood
me,
right now.
I think
Yeah.
honestly, and this is gonna sound weird, but like obviously we played with dirt. So like when you get out the shower, right, and you're walking, because like my locker is like low key in the back corner,
Okay.
so I have to walk through the whole locker room,
Yeah.
and I'm just stepping on dirt, and I know my feet are clean. That, oh my goodness, that hits the heart.
That's
that
just.
hits the heart.
Is that even? That's an ick. Like is
Yes,
that?
it's such an ick. I just hate walking on dirt. I don't know if that's an ick, but
Okay,
that's one thing
I understand that. I mean, that's fair enough. Maybe you should wear some like little shower shoes.
I know I might start.
Maybe you should invest in some while we're here.
I know we're gonna do it. How many unread DMs do you have right now?
Let's see.
This is a funny question. I like this question.
I have 2 in like the primary, and then
Oh, we're going through requests?
well,
Oh. Okay,
4
that's fine.
requests.
Okay.
Okay, let's see yours.
Okay, so I have 16 in primary.
Wow,
And it says, yeah, I have, well,
that's a lot of requests. Oh my gosh.
I have, well,
Can
okay.
you read one that's like funny?
Funny?
I can find one.
Let me find one.
Or
A
one
lot of
that's
them are just like-
super, something that's like super random. Are there any that are like
I feel like a lot of them are like people mention me on their story
okay?
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I don't want to go through my hidden ones, so I feel like that's just
Yeah, those are probably not.
Yeah, but like people just like you good game, stuff like that. Like love you,
Nothing out of
stuff like
pocket.
that. Yeah, nothing crazy. I hope not. I hope Tennessee fans usually aren't too bad in DMs.
I have one that's kind of. And this isn't like. Can I read this?
Yes, you say that one.
This says, it's a DM from someone
Whoever.
random, and it says, "I would fight 30 small children with baseball bats for you." Like, what does that even mean?
That's crazy. Some people are weird sometimes.
It's okay.
Probably
Probably
another
with
one.
good intentions.
What tools do you use to keep up with school? I know
Well,
what I
yeah.
use. You want me to say mine?
Yeah, you go ahead. I know you.
Listen, so I'm not the smartest human being, right? So I need a little help sometimes. So I use, Chegg. I use Socratic.
Okay.
I use
Quizlet.
Quizlet. I actually just made a Quizlet.
I
got a
was
test
gonna say, do you
tomorrow.
make your own Quizlets?
I make my own Quizlets, yeah.
And you study them?
I study them, yeah.
That's
you,
very
you can do
serious.
like the little, you can study literally,
Yeah.
and you can do like the learn stuff. So I think those 3 are my main ones right now. I don't really use, but do you use anything different?
No, Quizlet. I love Quizlet.
Quizlet's
I feel like
fire.
that's the only thing I use to study.
Quizlet's so far.
But it's definitely helpful. I love when the people in your class are like, "Hey, I made a Quizlet." I'm like,
Yo,
perfect.
let me study that. Okay.
Let's do it.
Best part
Let
of
me
being,
ask one.
Okay, go ahead.
What's the best part of being at UT on the non-athletic side?
I would have to say football games. Those, especially this past weekend, it was like
It was fun.
I had no room in the bleachers. It was a good game.
Yeah.
Alabama last year, I've never experienced something like that in my life.
It was a year ago this weekend too. It was
Yeah, it was.
awesome.
Yeah, it was a year ago this weekend. That was insane. Insane.
Those are always fun too because our teams are always like on the same road,
Yeah,
so we can
exactly.
all hang out.
I know it's always fun, and sometimes we go down on the field during pregame, when recruits are in and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
that's
awesome.
that being here, I don't know how it is in other schools, but I feel like we definitely are on the top of the list for best atmosphere,
Atmosphere on
best
game
stadium,
days, yeah.
stuff like that.
Best fan base.
Best fan base for sure. Best fan base for sure.
Yes.
What about you? Same thing, probably.
Yeah, definitely those. And also, I would say just like all the time spent outside of practice and everything, hanging out with the people,
Right.
and all the people I've met here, and just when we all hang out and
Yeah.
do random things outside
Randomly.
of
No, yeah.
outside of our
Outside of
sport.
sports,
It's so
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
so what will you miss most when you finish college here?
I would think for me, one locker room, that is prime
Unmatched.
time, unmatched, and hopefully I have the chance to play professional baseball. So and I hear stories once you get up there, unless you get to the major leagues, minor leagues, stuff like that, it's not much of like an atmosphere like in the locker room, like people just come and
The
go,
camaraderie
like,
of
stuff
it.
like that. Yeah. So I think that for sure, just being with the boys all day, like you know, people really do take it for granted. Like we're like obviously if you're like in a frat or sorority, like you're with like a kind of group. But being like an athlete here, like you are with the group and like,
all the time.
you will call them for anything. Like if you need whatever, you'll call them. So like being able to have people I can trust all the time, stuff like that. And obviously, like I said, and I think honestly, just playing here. Like, I'm gonna miss these fans. You know, they go crazy for us and for every sport really. So playing in front of a school and a fan base that wants you here. Like I said, at different levels, you know, you might not be too good, and they're like booing you, like stuff like that. You know, so they don't boo us here, you know, because they love us. So, what about you? What do you
I would say for sure the team aspect and like being with those people every single day and all day, like it's so fun, and they really become your family.
Literally.
And like I think also like such a fun part of college is living with your roommates.
Yes.
Like when you get
100%.
older, you're not gonna have that same time where you're just living with your roommates. I mean, you can. I mean, in general though, like when you live with like a whole group of your best friends and just get to hang out every night, every day.
Go get ice cream.
Yeah. Or ice cream runs.
Ice cream runs are always fun.
Fun. No, it's so fun. I think just that whole aspect.
So, get into the more soccer talk. World Cup. What's your thoughts on the World Cup? Because I don't understand anything about the World Cup. Like,
well, it's like the same idea as the World Series.
It's like the top team, but
it's different countries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you have to qualify. The countries play each other to win.
To win the World Cup.
Yeah, to be the best.
So who won the World Cup this summer?
Spain.
Spain?
Yeah, it was the Women's World Cup this summer.
I got you. So the World Series is going on right now, and I think it's the Rangers, the Astros, and then you have, I don't even know the other side.
Who's your like team? Who you cheer for?
The Yankees. So I'm from New York. Like, we haven't been to World Series in
a long time. Are you like a diehard fan? Or?
I used to be when I lived in New York. Now I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the Braves.
Okay.
The Phillies and there's another team. Who are the Phillies playing? I'm having a brain fart. But right now, low key, I like the Braves.
Okay.
Because I like.
For any reason?
I like Ronald Acuna Jr.
Okay.
He's really exciting player. Just had a crazy year, so like he's kind of high on my list right now. So
you like him a lot.
Like
so now you're following his team.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm a Cubs fan.
As you should be, Chicago girl.
Yes.
But that park is like so old school, so traditional. Like everyone would love to play there. You know, you got
it's beautiful.
You got the bushes. What is it? Bushes back there? Like what?
No,
like the wall. It's a brick wall, but it has like, I don't know what you call it. Little trees or whatever.
No, it's like the
ivy.
Yeah,
Ivy.
but it's like I feel like it's called their name.
Maybe I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah.
know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube and check out our Instagram page at TPL Tennessee. Thank you guys for coming in and watching with us. It's been a blast.
See you guys next week.